and Fiddlesticks banned as well.
Well, there have actually been complaints from people who were real arachnophobics that they cannot play any game in which an Elise is in because they're scared of her, and that is quite shocking.
Makes sense.
Actually, yeah.
It makes sense.
It
If
does,
you
yeah.
are true arachnophobic, you do fear of it, even if it's a virtual pixelized a character. If it's a spider, it looks like a spider, chances are you're going to be afraid of it.
Maybe one of their team is just an arachnophobiac, so they do not want to see the Elise come out. No matter what the reason for the ban might be, are they actually gonna miss their bans again? Yes, they
Well,
are.
the last time they did it, they won the game.
I
was the first
suppose
game.
they did, yes. So, Fiddlesticks still getting banned out. That was a very major menace in the first game, so... Well, it's not surprising to see him get banned away. There we do see the Riven ban go through. If, I'm gonna see if... Yeah, they do actually pick this time, so... They again missed both their bans, only banning out Elise. They gotta do it on purpose by this point.
Well, Evelyn was let through, and Ronos is hovering over her. So if he locks that in, that's going to be a really, really powerful jungler. I was about to say mid laner, but she kind of dropped off mid lane. Ooh, Fizz being taken
Ooh.
instead.
It's gonna be the fish in the mid lane.
Fishy!
Mr. Lane staying true to his one true passion, Caitlyn, the Piltover, the sheriff of
Peacemaker?
Piltover. No, Piltover Peacemaker is something entirely different.
The sheriff of Piltover, yes, you are right.
Yes, she is the sheriff Piltover. Still getting picked up by Mr. Lane. He did quite well in both of the games, and they're gonna do the Caitlyn and Zyra combo once more.
Which is
That
really good
worked out pretty
because
well.
it worked. It really worked brilliantly.
It did. And, why the hell not go for it? They did manage to get a very nice advantage in lane game 2, and that advantage actually then enabled them to take the game and bring this to game 3, so we're gonna see if they actually manage to pull through the
Renekton again.
semi-final this time. Chain HL is the one picking up the Renekton this time. Need to remember, last time it was on TOZZ. And we have
Indeed.
seen Chain HL was very, very potent on the Riven in Game 1. That is why Fiddlesticks and Riven are still both banned out here by TOZZ Gaming. They do not want to do that one again. They have seen that it didn't quite work out. And we do see Varif picking up the Leona again. So
Indeed.
it's going to be like last game. See if...
Let's see, maybe they'll take Tristana again.
Yeah, it might very well be the case. Even though Tristana did not do that well in the last game, she had kind of a tough laning phase, and that one gank on the bottom lane basically turned things around for that lane, which made it pretty hard for her to really get back into the game. So we're going to see what that's going to be. And in the meanwhile, we do see Nasus being hovered over. So are those two laners are just going to do a swap? Last time was Chain HL playing Nasus. This time, maybe TOZZ. We're gonna see.
We will see. Ooh, another Nessus NTF.
Wait, I just talked about that Nasus. Pay attention to the game instead of typing.
I am paying attention to the game.
Yes, yes.
I'm still surprised by Nasus.
I spent 2 years talking about Nasus. And then you come in and then say, "Oh, another Nasus." What? I feel ignored. What are you doing to me?
Making you be confused. Lucian and Kha'Zix being taken.
Indeed.
While you were QQing about Nasus being QQ'd.
No, I'm not cute. I'm above this.
Another
I'm above this.
Yordle!
Oh
Yay!
no!
And he's a potent rodent!
Oh
Or Pikachu.
no! It's the
Anyway.
it is the most obnoxious of them all. I mean, Teemo is more obnoxious. Then again, Teemo is Satan, so I think he takes a special place in the depths and then the black depths of our heart, where all the things go that we hate so much.
Pikachu!
Ah! Ha! Ha!
Shen,
No,
really?
Yordle. No, Yordle. It's gonna be the
Now
Shen.
I'm sad.
Yeah, yeah, you be sad.
I'm
Boo-hoo.
sad. Hey! That is just cruel and uncalled for.
Yeah.
I hope Nocturne visits you in your dreams.
He does. I kick his ass.
Good.
Every night.
No, not good.
Yeah.
You'd be afraid of the darkness.
No, I'm not afraid of the darkness. In fact, darkness is my middle name. I am the Darkness Pash. No, actually, I'm not. That would sound pretty stupid. Anyway.
You're tired. It's okay.
The team compositions are locked in for Godslike. It is going to be in the top lane Chain HL on Renekton. In the middle lane, it is going to be Fizz, played by Noisy Boy. No British accents this time, people. In the jungle,
You're still
it's
gonna
be
do it just
Roro
because it's
Nosa.
Noisy Boy.
Don't you interrupt me. In the jungle, it's going to be Roro Noah Safoane on Kha'Zix. And in the bottom lane, it's going to be Fawn and Warif on Leona and Lucian.
Indeed. On the TOZZ Gaming, on the red side, we'll have Mr. Lane on Caitlyn in that AD carry format again. Too hard for you, support on Zyra. Snowylocks in the jungle with Nessus. Yolo Ray on TF being that Lady Lucky smiling in the middle. And Helltoss on Shen, the Eye of Twilight. So, because he's gonna stand united, dropping on Mr. Lane, turning that 2v2 into 3v2.
That is what he's going to do. We do see Lucian picking up the cleanse here, which is quite reasonable as they do have a Nasus in this team, and the Wither can be very, very menacing indeed. So that's the team compositions. Take us through them in terms of what they need to accomplish, in terms of objectives, in terms of what they need to do to build up a lead for themselves and advance into the semifinals here in Game 3.
Well, it's gonna be a ninja versus a crocodile. It's not as good as ninja versus a pirate, but it's still good. Because ninja versus a crocodile. If Shen can survive those a bit of early game stages where Renekton is the strongest, even though he's still continues to be quite a strong champion throughout the game in recent events, recent news, Helltoss could pull off a really nice even lane. Not sure about him taking the lead, but even lane because he will be using Stand United to drop everywhere. So they have two powerful, almost full map ultimates, especially with that TF and his Gate Destiny. So he can easily turn the tides of a fight or show where the enemy team, where Godlike, is sneaking around. They do need to, however, shut down Fizz, because Fizz, although he cannot fully carry alone, he can deal lots of damage, has high mobility with that playful trickster and Chum the Waters. I do apologize if I yell shark at one point of the game, or even feeding time. It's a part of Fizz. You have been warned, people.
Well, I do sure hope that it's not feeding time for the Fizz, because that would mean that his team does not get to get into the semifinals, actually.
Indeed.
Ooh, look at that. Yep, that was a slight mistake by me.
Indeed. They do have Kha'Zix, and if he can zone TF or Zyra, or even Caitlyn, he can easily knock them out and go on a killing spree. We've seen many Kha'Zix pick up a pentakill just because he jumped as a proper assassin at a right time. However, it is concerning that the Godlike have two assassins. Kha'Zix, who is in the jungle, so he will be able to sneak around and do his thing. Maybe not as much as Rengar in the jungle, but with Noisy Boy, Roronos could deal tons of damage. It could be a nice assassin tag team. Fawn on Lucian was brilliant in the first game, and I'm hoping to see a performance like that again. So I'm interested. It's a very interesting team compositions of both sides. Stand United on Caitlyn could save her. Good Strangled Thorns followed up with the Sands of Time can deal tons of damage, and that, I don't know. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, yes, indeed. Tons of damage. Tons of damage. We'll see if I do like the matchup in the top lane, simply because it is the exact opposite of what we saw last game. So obviously, that's going to be a battle of the pride. Who can play the other champion better?
I don't know. Ooh, Infernal Masses.
Yeah, that's a nice
My
skin.
favorite TF skin.
It's actually a Nasus in the jungle.
Oh,
And
I did
Shen
say
in the
that.
top lane.
I did say that.
Oh, okay.
I did say that. See, who's now not paying attention to
Who's
me?
the color caster here?
I am.
Yes. It's not
And
my
I
job to do
said-
that. It's your job.
Oh.
I'm just here to get excited and make bad jokes.
No, bad jokes are my job. Because you're more than enough excited and entertaining due to being a play-by-play, then I'm merely lowly color caster.
Yes, but how can I be entertaining without making bad jokes?
No, you just roll off my bad jokes. But I'm just...
Who came up with the worst pun in the world? Was that you or was that me?
There is one pun that's worse than your pun, so yes, I still take the crown for being the punomaniac.
That was not even a pun.
I know, still good, and it made you giggle.
Just because it was not a pun. I giggled because it was not a pun. That is the sole reason I giggled. I stand by that. And
Still, it was a good joke.
yeah. Yes.
I do apologize, people. People on the Twitch chat. I rendered my play-by-play speechless.
Now you're gonna have to do play-by-play. I'm out.
Fine.
Goodbye.
Fine, you take over color casting then. I joke, I kid. Don't leave me alone.
Bye-bye.
No, Pash, no.
I'll be watching the stream.
No, Pash, no.
Yes.
It's just cruel.
I like being crow.
So I've noticed. Of
Oh, did you?
course I did. You fail at it, but I noticed. Your
Oh.
attempts have been noted.
That's good. Just wanted to make sure everything's in order. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the game. It is going to be Godslike versus TOZZ Gaming. Godslike in the blue side with 1 win in their account, and TOZZ Gaming 1 win as well. Who will take this game? Who will advance to the semifinals? We are about to find out, as all the champions have loaded into the rift, are being welcomed by the nice lady who always announces the kills, and
Indeed. And turret drops.
and turret drops, yes, and dragons and barons and everything. It's a really nice
She's
lady,
very
actually.
useful.
Yeah. We need
Who
more
would have
people like
thought?
that. I would totally go for having an announcer to my life.
Adam Harrington almost ended up being... Was it Adam? Yes. Adam almost ended up being the announcer to League of Legends, but they decided that the female voice was much more better suited.
Oh. Too
Or voice of
bad.
Shengu.
I actually have a question for you. If
Yes.
if you had to choose between two people to narrate your life, would you go for Morgan Freeman or for Will Smith?
Just between those two?
Yes. Hold on. I may have something to talk about right now because Godslike are setting up the Fnatic Deathbrush, and Snowy Locks is walking
dead
around
puppy?
very.
Almost.
Oh, come on, just walk towards it. I want to see a first blood. Come
no,
on.
you will not.
Here, doggy. Here, doggy. Here,
We have
doggy,
a bone for
doggy.
you. And doggy.
No,
That-
he walks away. He doesn't want no
Good
bone.
doggy. Smart doggy. Then go there, puppy. Save yourself.
No, don't.
Well, they are going for the
Oh,
invade.
they are going to invade. There's the sweeping lance to take down any wards that may be there. And there's the dog. The dog's in danger. They may be jumping onto him. There it goes. Now Elox's getting attacked by 4 people. That's going to be the first blood going over to Godslike. Leona picks
Leona
that
with a
one
blue
up.
buff.
Leona with a blue buff. That is going to be very, very dangerous because
The head's gonna be dead.
from playing Leona a lot, there are two major problems with having Leona, with playing Leona. First, at some point or another, you will run out of mana. Second, your cooldowns are pretty high early on in the game. Now I'm going to test your colorcaster knowledge. What does blue buff do?
Well, it regens mana better or faster, and it lowers cooldowns.
Oh! Where can I buy one?
At your local jungle, you will find a red buff, which gives
I
a
don't
dot
want no red
and
buff.
damage, and a blue buff.
And
As well.
What about green buff?
No
You
green
have a
buffs
green
for
buff?
you.
Why don't you have a green buff?
Because we are all out of green buffs. We only have a dragon, we have a baron, we have wraiths, a wraith, golems, and wolves.
It's gonna be a tough choice. I will have to reconsider
Okay.
my purchase right here. Chain Ash
Hell
going
Toss.
aggressive onto Helltoss in the top lane. Helltoss just shadow dashes away, but he gets stunned, and there's some major damage coming out. Helltoss going very, very low, so Chain Ash is showing his dominance over Helltoss here, as again Godslike pick up first blood, just like in Game 1 and Game 2, and this time they do seem to have the edge in lanes, which is exactly, as you may recall, what happened in Game 1. So we're going to see if they'll be able to take this game and advance to the semifinals in this Q Club tournament playoff match. It is going to be a good one.
It is. So far, nothing majorly has been happening. Chain HL, as you did mention, is putting down the law on top, giving the ninja a quite nice beating.
That's true. And the bottom lane, kind of like Warif, also going pretty aggressive here onto Jack for you. Did not use the Shield of Daybreaks, not going for that stun. Even though Fawn was nearby, so he could have gone for it, and still has that blue buff, so might as well make use of it. Not sure why she isn't doing that.
I think he just wants Lucian to farm a bit, as Yolore is likely getting low on health, but really returns quite a bit of a nice damage over to Noisy Boy.
So the blue buff has actually ran out here for Warif, so that's not going to be available anymore. They do decide not to go aggressive as Warif gets caught by a Grasping Roots. And there you go. Some damage onto him. But nothing more than that. And as you have said, apart from the first blood happening, of course, there haven't been really any major events on this map, but that may as well change now, as Roranas again having problems with his connection.
Indeed. And that's really a shame, because it changes the dynamic. My English is not being kind to me today. The dynamic of the game, as Chain HL and Helltoss are around 50% health as Roranas returns.
Oh, and we do see Noisy going aggressive onto YOLO right here. It's going very low. The Ignite is down. He has to burn the barrier to survive, but it will still be enough to take him down. Noisy Boy picks up a kill. And in the top lane, Helltoss going very low again versus Chain HL, but Snowy Locks is there to help fend off the aggression.
Indeed, Helltoss with that Shen really needs to be careful how he plays, because he needs that early game to go as smoothly as possible for him, so he can get those items. He doesn't have to get the advantage, he just needs to get level 6. Don't die as much, try to
look
farm
at that.
as Zenith
Engagement on the
lands.
bottom lane. Zenith played onto Too Hard for You, and look who's coming in. It is Kha'Zix. He picks up one. Will he pick up the second one? Will the lead follow? No, he flashes in, picks up the kill. Double kill for Roronos. And this
Well, he
game is
doesn't
looking
have-
much better for Godslike.
Yeah, he doesn't have his wings evolved yet because he's level 4, so he Chum the Water's Shark!
Oh, YOLO Ray going very low once more, but manages to throw down some wild cards and deal some damage back onto the fish. So that's going to be quite nice.
Indeed. Thankfully Fizz doesn't have Sheen, so that would be one that twisted fate if Fizz had that Sheen, and more damage as well as the Ignite that he used last time to pick up the kill. But he did force TF out of the lane, so he'll just be able to farm up. He's 7 CS up ahead already, so he's just going to get a bit more, get a bit experience and level before moving out.
Yep. That he is going to do. He has now returned. He's picked up a second Doran's ring and some boots to spare. It's going to be a very slippery fish. We know Fizz as the fish who always slips out of your hands just as you want to kill him with that playful trickster. Very terrible.
And this is almost a repeat of the first game, 4-0 in almost 8 minutes of the game with only less than 1,000 gold, actually 1,000 gold difference in favor of Godlike.
Yep, and that's the way it happened in Game 1. And as we recall, Game 1 was won by them quite convincingly, so we'll see if they're able to pull this off again, as TOZZ may be in a little bit of trouble. Roronos is coming in, he's in the exactly wrong side of the lane, has to use his flash to get away, but here's the leap, and that's going to be the kill. Roronos picks up another one. Meanwhile, teleport from Twisted Fate onto the bottom lane. Godlike Warif in a very bad position, gets stunned by the gold card, steps into a trap, that's going to be his death.
Indeed, just one auto attack.
Yep.
With one auto attack, Mr. Lane picked up that kill thanks to that Yordle snap trap being placed very nicely and those gold cards from TF.
And that is how it goes.
Snowy looks trying to help on top, but that turret will go down, which will be the first turret of the game.
Yep, it will for sure if the game goes over to Godslike. As they do continue making the most of their advantages. Now, actually, Stand United coming onto Snowy Lots. He activates the Fury of the Sands, but here is Noisy, but with the fish, the shark is thrown out. Feeding time indeed. A leap onto Snowy Lots, picks up the kill. TOZZ, possibly the next target, but here comes YOLO Ray. Having the gold card locked in, but really no opportunity to throw it onto anyone. So, that's going to be it. A one-for-one trade in the top lane.
Really good call from YOLO Ray not to use Flash to land a stun card. Just able to help TOZZ pull back and live.
Yep, and in the bottom lane, Too Hard For You and Mr. Lane are again showing that they're dominant in this lane. They are pushing Godslike's bottom lane to their turret constantly. It's almost gone down, so that bottom lane, certainly Godslike's biggest weakness. They have been losing so far. All 3 games, even in the first game, where top lane and middle lane were dominating, they were the only ones who were losing. But they have been able to carry their own weight and to turn things around later on in the game. So we'll see if they'll be able to do that this time as well.
We will. Caitlyn still in the lead in CS. Renekton and Shen being dead even. Just one CS difference. With now Renekton just sweeping everything away with his slice and dice. As well as his... I always forget. Ruthless Predator.
Ruthless
so no.
Predator, that it is. He uses exactly that onto TOZZ, then slices back. No, he dices back after having sliced in. That's my mistake.
Maybe he diced in and then sliced out.
No. You can only cast dice once you have casted slice.
Okay then.
I know something.
Shocking.
I know, right?
I know. Nessus is still in his jungle, just rolling around, trying to be as helpful as he can. He has, however, stacked Siphoning Strike to 81, so it's not bad for a jungle puppy, but it's not anywhere near the Q potential of a top laner.
Yep. That is very, very true. We do see the turret in the bottom lane, the inner turret going down now. That's putting the first turret of the game, and the engagement immediately comes down. Roronos has to leap away, but flashes over the wall. YOLO Ray flashing after him, waiting a little while with his gold card, actually allowing him to take a lot of damage, but in the end he does take down the Kazakhs and picks up some nice shutdown money for himself.
500 gold in that TF's back pocket. He already picked up Sheen, now he picked up Blasting One, so he's rushing Lich Bane, which is a really awesome item for him, as Fizz picked up Sheen. He is withered.
Oh, and the top lane TOZZ going down after the Ignite has been used by Cleanagel to pick up his first kill of the game. Nicely done. And Noisy Boy going aggressive onto Snowy Lock in the middle lane, but has gone in a little bit too deep. There's the teleport in from TF directly into the turret. The stunt card will be enough to take him down. And Mr. Lane secures the kill away. In the bottom lane, Solar Flare attempted to be used onto Zyra. The culling coming out from Fawn. Tried to take him down, but will not be enough. So that's 2 ultimates burned. And I'm not even sure if they'll be able to get the turret.
No, Zyra still has her Stranglethorns up. She doesn't have Flash or Exhaust, but has Stranglethorns and, again, Grasping Roots, so she can easily, or somewhat easily, protect the turret while her team pushes that middle lane, picking up that outer and going for that inner turret.
Yep.
That is good. Unfortunately, they will not take it down as they ran out of minions.
Oh, the Stranglethorns is used, but Godlike Warf managed to take down 2 hard for you, but here comes Snowy Lock. Godlike Warf in some trouble, whether the turret will go down. There's a relentless pursuit out of Fawn 4J. He will not be able to get away from this one as Snowy Locks moves and uses the Spirit Fire. Withers his opponent, takes him down with one final Q. Snowy Locks picks up the kill. 2-4-1 trade down in the bottom lane, but now Chain HL. The Kazakhs and the Noisy Boy are coming in to pick up a Snowy Lock here. Use the Wither onto Roronos. He just leaps away from it. There's the Stand United coming in. Will it be enough? Yes, it will. He goes down, but TOZZ is here. He does manage to take down the Fizz. They now run after Mr. Lane, who 90 calibers over the wall, but there's the flash out of Chain HL. He's still going for this. In the meanwhile, Shen managed to pick up a double kill. And Chain HL steps into a trap, which allows Mr. Lane to get away. There's the ESE in the hole, just as a kind insult to him. Haha, you did not get me. He deals some damage back onto him. And in the meanwhile, Twisted Fate has been hard at work taking down the middle inner turret, and that's a lot of map pressure gone for Godslike.
They are just playing that map really well. The dragon still hasn't been picked up. It's 2,000 gold difference in their favor as well, with 1 kill below. And 3-1 in turrets in their favor. So they may be losing in kills, but they're winning where it counts. And it's just really well played. Snowy Locks would have survived that gank if he had not used his Sandstorm, Fury of the Sands, do apologize, Fury of the Sands, while chasing Lucian.
Oh God! You just said Sandstorm. Do you even know Twitch chat? You know what you just did.
I killed it. No apologies. I was thinking about Fury of the Sands and a certain armadillo that is in this game called Ramus.
Yeah, that's true.
And then thought about Pokemon, which led to Pokemon Sandshrew, which led to Sandstorms.
Wow, you have very elaborate ways of thinking. Snowlock in the mid lane in a little bit of trouble as Chum the Waters is used onto him. Chain HL coming in as well. He will go down. YOLO Ray in there with the gold card, actually managing to deal quite some damage to Chain HL. Thank you for that feeding time. It was feeding time. It was feeding time.
Fortunately, it wasn't the puppies feeding time, it was the fishes feeding time.
That is true. Getting some feed for himself. I thought it was for the shark. Selfish fish.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Poor Urf. This fisherman Fizz.
Yeah. Herb the manatee.
Indeed.
Best
Fizz pick up
ever.
his blue buff.
And we do see the Destiny being used here by the Twisted Fate. Trying to get a gank down onto Fawn in the bottom lane. The stun card is locked in. He does flash in and pick up the kill. Ooh!
He leaves it for Caitlyn's ace in the hole. Good guy TF.
Yes, Caitlyn very doing a very, very nice kill secure right there.
Well, it's a good... To be honest, TF does need the kills, but if they can get Caitlyn fed, they can easily then feed YOLO Ray because he has those 3 assists, 1 kill, 1 death, yes, but he has Leech Bane as well. So if he can move around with Gate Destiny a bit more and help his team, he will pick up the kills.
Yes, he will. They do use the sweeping lens to try and find out any wards. There are none there, so they do back away. Still making some venture into the enemy jungle. Gonna see what they want to do right there. They do ping Dragon, so that's possibly gonna be their next goal, but we'll see if Godslike knows what's going on. They do seem to, as Leona has now placed a ward into that Dragon pit, but it goes down before they can do anything. The stun lands onto Warath. They're now going aggressive onto her. Has to burn the flash to get away, but Snowylox has burned his ghost. Still in pursuit. Places a ward in the brush, but then realizes, why did I burn my ghost?
For funsies.
Yeah. Funsies. Murder time,
Indeed.
fun time. In top lane, it's murder time, and it's fun time for Chainito. He wins
Well,
the
the
match.
Dominus, he's just dominating that lane, and he will eat.
Oh. Thank you for that.
What? He is, however, going to recall and just heal up because he did take quite a beating as well. Not by anything. He did buy Vampiric Scepter, so he will go for some of the sustain as Fizz gets caught.
Yep, Naughty Boy, a little bit of trouble, gets hit by grasping roots. The Ace in the hole coming out, getting caught by a fawn, but of course, Godslike now going very, very low. There's the Chum the Waters landing onto Twisted Fate. They decide to go in onto it, but look at that Yellow Ray going very, very low. There's the Sand coming in. Stranglethorns pushing up one. They do pick up one kill each, trade one for one so far, but Godslike in a very damn desperate position. They're scattered and low, but they do decide to turn it around onto... Yes, Mr. Lane, he does go down. In the meanwhile, the fight still rages on in the middle lane. Slowly Locks does go down. Helltoss will be the next target here. They are going to take him down as well. Zyra is the last one. It's an ace. Not a clean one, but it's an ace. Picks up the Fizz, but Godslike will be able to pick up this middle outer turret here. They are going to continue pushing and will possibly be able to pick up the middle inner as well. Twisted Fate is now back alive, and he is a force to be reckoned with. He has that Lichbane, he has the Doran's Ring. 2 Doran's Rings, actually.
Dominus is just about to be back. Dominus is back, so I don't think Yellow Ray will engage.
Oh, look at that. He just jumps straight in, trying to take him down. There's the Dominus. They do manage to kill him. Very nicely done.
Indeed, this is why I said it wouldn't be such a smart idea of TF to walk in when there's a Renekton with a Dominus. Yes, he is low on health, he's close to being dead, but because of that well-timed ultimate, he has been able to walk through the enemy jungle and slice and dice his way back to freedom and safety over the Dragon Pit.
He did exactly that, and he survived, picked up the kill. Nicely done. They do not pick up the middle inner, but they do take another kill with them, and Noisy Boy going in onto Mr. Lane and taking him down quite easily. And then now the next target's going to be too hard for you, trying his best to keep Noisy Boy away, but it's going to be a double kill for the fish.
Yep, and no damage or very little damage taken. So he is a force to be reckoned with at the moment, as it's 20 minutes into the game. He has Lichbane, he has Needlessly Large Rod. We're already seeing some of the major items being completed, such as Lucian with his Trinity Force, which is a really brilliant item on him. Caitlyn picking up
look at that. Godslike actually going for the Baron right here. And
wow.
TOZZ Gaming has absolutely no idea what's going on. This is a very early Baron, but it will go through completely uncontested. And this may turn things right into their favor. They now have the Baron. They need to back, they need to buy, and then they need to push, which is probably exactly what they're going to be doing.
Indeed, indeed. So, we are seeing many wonderful items being completed, such as Sunfire Capes and Ronos quitting the game again.
I don't know that item. Did they add it in Season 4?
Yes, yes.
Roronos quitting the game again. Unique passive, DDoS your enemy for 10 seconds.
Indeed. Dragon back up in 2 minutes. It's still in public beta testing.
Yeah. Still on the PBE. Still needs to be tweaked.
Yes, yes. They need to work on it slightly. 3,000 gold difference.
It's nice to see that Roronos is actually a beta tester for that item. I mean, it's been named after him.
Of course, he developed it.
Okay, excuse me. Please go on. I will stop making bad jokes now.
As I was saying, 3,000 gold in favor of Godlike. They were in the lead again, and they are pushing it really nicely, but they are having slightly problems with their jungler, which kind of goes against them. But they have Fizz, who is really fed, 733, 158 CS. So he has the highest CS count as Chain jumps on Helltoss again.
Yep, but he just shadow dashes away, and that's the end of it.
Really? The end of it. Oh, technically not really. We will be seeing around 568 between Helltoss and Chain.
Well, that's the end of round 568. Tune in for round 569, exclusively on Top Lane TV, here on Summoner's Rift channel.
We'll be here all week.
Yes, we will. Actually, we won't. Sorry.
Yes, we will. Just not in this capacity.
Well, yeah. Yeah, maybe.
Roronos is going down that bottom lane, trying to get some gold and experience and push that lane as well, the rest of his team. Coming around as Dragon is about to be alive in 4, 3, 2, and 1.
And considering that Dragon is going to be back up very soon, it's no better time to pick up this middle outer turret. Bottom outer turret, excuse me. And they're going to continue the push, but there are now both full teams in the bottom lane. And this could turn into a very huge fight very soon. We do still see the all Baroned up Godslike team moving on towards that dragon. They want to take it down, but TOZZ Gaming knows what they're up to. They do decide not to go in though, which is probably a smart choice because, well, Baron.
Because Baron,
That's
yes.
basically it is. And here we do see two Heart for You getting caught out. The Chum the Water will pick up the kill, and now the Stun Card actually goes down onto Noisy Boy. He manages to nicely Zonia that away. He will still go down though, as he is in the middle of two very angry TOZZ Gaming members. But they will be chased down now. It's gonna be a triple kill for Noisy Boy. Snowy Locks, they're gonna be the next target here. Slice and Dice from Chain HL directly into his path. He will go down. It's gonna be the ace.
No quadra kill for Fizzy.
Aww.
For Fishy.
Too
But
bad.
he didn't become Sushi. I'm sorry, the bad puns just keep rolling out because you started them.
No, it's my fault.
You started
It's
it.
always
who-
my
the one
fault,
with-
isn't it?
Oh, you're a play-by-play.
I'm just doing my job here.
Noisy Boy is jumping all over that turret, inner turret, and they're going to just pull back because the rest of the TOZZ team is back up. So it's 12 kills difference in favor of Godlike.
And
Why do
about
you-
7,000 gold?
Yes.
7,500 actually, so
And
Godslike doing
one
very, very
turret
nicely in this game.
advantage.
One turret advantage, and we might see around, I don't know,
59.
59 between Ronas and Helltoss.
615.
But this time it's gonna be YOLO Ray joining in. That's a major rule break.
But
You can't just interrupt a 1v1.
Chain did recall and picked up Blade of the Ruined King and Ruby Crystal. So he's going to hurt lot more as Lucian picks up a Bloodthirster and Infinity Edge.
If he doesn't, Snowlocks actually decides to go for the dive here. Godlike Warf coming in. And we do see Ronos getting withered. They are going to close in onto him. The Shadow Dash does land, taunt him nicely, but here is the fish. He is in the middle. There's the
Eating
Chum the
time.
Waters. It's a double kill for him. Snowy Locks in the middle of three Godslike members, going very low. Has to use that Fury of the Sands. Manages to take down Roronos, but it's another triple kill for the fish and another ace in favor of Godslike. Godslike really coming out big in this game.
Indeed, really. Actually, it was my mistake. Lucian Fawn did pick up Infinity Edge, but sold it and picked up Bloodthirster instead of it. So he wants something that can sustain him and that can heal him while he's fighting. And 1 minute and 15 seconds till Baron is back up. So we'll probably be seeing Godlike just pushing that inhibitor turret and then rotating back to their base, healing up, buying new shiny items, and going for Baron. As specifically picks up Zonia's Hourglass and Nessa's Spirit Visage. Really late Spirit Visage, considering that it's one of the staple items for Nessa's, even jungle or top Nessa's. Just the magic resist and sustain that you get from it is really brilliant, and we just have tons of damage coming from Fizz in the form of a Rabadon's Death Cap. So this is his second needlessly large rod item.
Very, very true. And he is becoming a major menace in this game. 13 kills, 3 deaths. He is doing extremely well. And it's going to be very, very hard to shut down that slippery fish, even just because he is so slippery. And with that Zonias, that adds just a whole new level to the slipperiness. So we do see Baron will be up in 15 seconds, and TOZZ Gaming are the ones who are hanging around that area. They do not want Godslike to get that Baron, but they do see that nobody is in the vicinity. So they're just gonna back away real quick. But as soon as that Baron spawns, we do immediately see the pink ward going down from Leona. He's gonna try and secure the area, ward it all up.
Vision.
This is definitely a setup for another Baron attempt, and we will be seeing it quite soon, I think.
Indeed, they can either do it now, while the red, well, actually the red team does see Chain HL walking over their wards, so they will assume there was an attempt. There will be an attempt on Baron, or at least Feign, with that brush being over there. But if the Godlike team catches someone and kills them, they can easily turn around towards Baron. They can even start it now and then go catch someone, kill them, and go for that middle inhibitor.
Yep, they are moving on towards the Baron, and they're trying to set up a death brush there in the river. We'll see if anyone will fall for it. They have just revealed that this brush is warded. The gold card does land onto Kha'Zix, but he manages to leap away. Nice wild card, though. Follows him, deals a nice bit of damage onto him. It'll take a while to heal that back up. Let's see if they still decide to go for Baron. It does look like TOZZ Gaming are just deciding to make the push. They are dancing around Baron. They're not sure if they want to do Baron or not. Let's force them to make the decision. Let's push down the middle lane. They will either have to go potentially giving us their inhibitor turret plus inhibitor, or they will have to come back and defend this and
they just forced out. They used TF's Gate Destiny to force out Leona's Solar Flare as well as Kha'Zix's Void Assault. Yeah. So that's not bad.
Very nicely done as well. And now the lane's all pushed through, and we do see TOZZ Gaming making the enemy's jungle their own. It is quite interesting to see how much of control they still have over this game, despite being almost 10,000 gold behind. We're going to see if this turns into
They need one good kill.
They do, and they may get it by chasing out that noisy boy. He's now deep inside enemy territory. This is not where he wants to be.
Being in trouble.
Oh, he does use Chum the Waters onto Snorlax, trying to take him down, but he jumps into a full 5-man TOZZ Gaming team, but there's the engagement out of Godslike. The Zenith Blade does land Wranglethorns, nicely placed, throws up 4 of Godslike, but they do still manage to pick up a kill. Twisted Fate getting the shutdown onto Fizz, but still, the Solar Flare will stun Mr. Lane. It will be a double kill for Kha'Zix, and it will be the ace for Godslike.
Third ace in 10 minutes.
Yep, they keep winning these fights over and over
20 kills difference now. Still keeping it around 10, actually 11,000 gold difference now, but 4-4 in turrets, and they're just going to go and get that inhibitor, turret and inhibitor, because they have the time for it. Now the Nexus turrets, they can rotate towards Baron and Dragon, who are both live, and just go back and buy stuff, because they're all around 1,300 to 2,000 gold.
I'm not quite sure if they'll be able to pick up that inhibitor, as the entirety of TOZZ Gaming is now back up. They are all home guard. Oh no, they don't have any home guard, so that's going to be an easy inhibitor pickup, and that opens it up for a nice Baron attempt. Or does it? Warif getting caught by the Wither, getting gold carded, going down. So that's a kill, but a kill for an inhibitor is still a nice trade.
True. It would be better if it was someone else, like a mid laner or an AD carry instead of a support. But a kill is a kill, and it gives them the 5v4 advantage, while the rest of the Godlike are recalling and going shop.
YOLO Ray may be in some major trouble here. Some of the Waters lands. Look at him explode. He's just been removed from the map. There's the ace in the hole. The flash pin from Heltas actually to land the Shadow Dash onto Fizz. And here comes the re-engagement out of Godslike, but I'm not sure that's a good idea. Mr. Lane just takes down Roronos, chaining HL now in the middle of TOZZ Gaming. Has to activate the Dominance to get away, but will not get away. Or will he? No, he will not. Double kill for Caitlyn. And they do give up even more kills. Fawn has to run away. Warif has now been revived at the fountain, is now back in action. Fawn, in the meanwhile, managed to take down Shen after he's gotten a little bit too deep. Activates the Cunning, trying to take down the Zyra, but a little bit too far away. But here comes Noisy Boy after a nice Zenith Blade from Godlike. Warif, the Wranglethorns, is forced out. Still going on to Too Hard For You. Will we be able to take him down? We will never know, because Noilux is getting chased here by Noisy Boy. That's more interesting, so go ahead and watch that. Mr. Lane getting chased here by Fawn as well. Noisy Boy does go down, does take down Snowy Locks. Leona does take down Too Hard For You. And Mr. Lane gonna be the next target. Double kill for the fish. So,
Yep.
a very prolonged fight, but in the end, it goes in favor of Godslike.
Wow, just looking at the gold differentials now that things have calmed down, Fizz is sitting on 15,160 gold. Renekton on 12,700. Lucian on 14,000. So they are just all over the place. And they're all lanes are in the lead on the Godlike team. 10,000 on Shen. Everyone but Zyra on the TOZZ team is on 10,000 gold. Dragon being picked up by Lucian.
Picking up the dragon. That's very true. And Wareth again clearing out the wards around the Baron area. They will be looking to take this very, very soon, and it's up to TOZZ Gaming to prevent it and not have their ticket home punched quite yet, as Godslike is looking to punch their ticket to the semi-finals.
Oracle Lens being picked up by Leona, and Lucian finally picking up Infinity Edge again. So this time he didn't sell it, he has it, it's all good, but they are looking towards that Baron. They're actually moving towards the Baron, and they are only missing Chain, who is slightly lagging behind, but he will be easily there, as TF is somewhat low on health and needs to
We do see the Baron attempt starting. Godslike are starting it off and just going out very, very, very fast. That is going to be an uncontested Baron. TOZZ Gaming in no position to do anything. It just went down way too fast. That's going to be an all Baron up team. There's the Undead Pursuit. Look at that damage out of the Lucian. The culling is Pop trying to take down the Zyra, but she survives with a sliver of health. In the meanwhile, Noisy Boy in the top lane, in a little bit of a quarrel with Helltoss. Chop the Waters has been used. He will go down. And in the meanwhile, in the middle lane, we did see Kha'Zix, or we did not see Kha'Zix pick up the Zyra due to direct camera. But still, 2 kills so far for Godslike. They will be looking.
We got
to take the game
notified
here.
about Kha'Zix picking up the kill.
Yeah, we got notified. Let's go with that. And there's a full 5-man Godlike team moving into the Nexus turrets, and only 3 people from TOZZ Gaming there to defend it. But the inhibitor will be back soon. They're going to try to take down these Nexus turrets as fast as possible, so they don't have to worry about the Noisy Boy going a little bit too deep, trying to take on Twisted Fate. But Godlike Fawn just picks up the kill. He is legendary. Snowlocks will go down as well. It's a triple kill for Lucian. The inhibitor has respawned, so they're going to have to take that down before they can take down the Nexus. In the meanwhile, Zyra has respawned. Helltoss will be back as well. But on the rest of TOZZ Gaming, it's too many deaths. And look at that, they just dive straight onto Zyra, take her down.
Dash and playful Trickster to avoid the Strangletorn.
That is going to be a game.
Eating
Very soon. Yeah, they do decide to fountain dive a little bit, but the Nexus will be going down. Godslike take down TOZZ Gaming in Game 3 and will advance to the semifinals in the Q Club Tournament playoffs.
GG
GGWP.
Godlike.